Hey everybody, it's John Hope Bryant calling in from Africa, specifically South Africa. Happy Easter, everyone. This is the day that Christ has given. I hope that you can log in. The signal is working very well right now. It may not work for long. There's different signal strengths here. I just arrived in South Africa. If you log on, you can put your comments below, and I will respond to them now, or I'll respond to them post. So I'm going to do a couple quick sessions tonight before I get to my work and wrap up for the evening. It's the evening here. I'm here with Ambassador Andrew Young, and we're celebrating his 20th anniversary wedding to Carolyn Young and the work of their foundation around the world. But on my way here, I had an embarrassment, and I promised that I wasn't going to talk about this. I promised myself, and I even said to Natasha, I wasn't going to talk about this. But actually, I decided I am going to talk about this. My embarrassment, I think, can be your lesson. Our combined lesson, because I learned the lesson too. I see Rakita, my cousin's already signed on. Hey, Rakita from South Africa. So here it is. I really screwed up. So I overly confident. I travel 600,000 air miles a year. I think I know about travel. I'm comfortable. And I've been to Africa 25 plus times. And I just didn't give it as much consideration as I should have. I came in from Atlanta, got into the Johannesburg airport, beautiful people, great service. Assumed that things were just like in the U.S. and I could just flow through, and everything was just working fine. Got my exchange, got my ticket, had to get my bags rechecked to the domestic flight going from South Africa to Durban. All things cool, so far so good. 30 minutes before the flight, walking toward the gate, and about 20 feet from the gate, a young lady, about 15 years old, working at one of the restaurants, steps in front of me. And she says, you're hungry. You look like you're hungry. We have great South African food. Don't you want our food? Well, but I am a little hungry, sure, but I've got a flight here. No, don't worry about that. I know those flights, and we know that gate, and they aren't even boarding yet. You'll be just fine. They aren't even boarding yet. We'll let you know when they're boarding. Just sit right here. Okay, and I changed my plan, and I sat down, and I ordered a hamburger, and I figured that was quick. I said I need it quick. Okay, great. They delivered it, and I said, well, I needed to go, and then I tried to give them my credit card, and then they didn't take the American Express card, so they bring out another machine, and make a long story short, I get up finally to go to my gate, and I couldn't figure out why nobody was there. They had already boarded, and the flight left. I missed it by 3 minutes. And I went back and I said, look, next time somebody's coming through and they say they got a half hour to a flight, just let them go, right? Just let them go. We won the battle and lost the war. But it really, beyond the fact that I was gracious to her and I felt good about that, most people I think would have gotten upset. Really, I should be upset with me. It was my decision. What's the real message here? Failed to focus. I failed to execute. Oftentimes we'll get so close to our goal and we'll never get to the promised land. I had gone 22 hours of plane, 20 hours of plane flight, 18 hours, really, we had tailwind, so really it was more like 16 hours of nonstop plane flight. Then I had a couple hours in the airport, and I had another hour to get to where I was going. I was so close, and I was so close, but I screwed it up because I didn't execute. I didn't pull the trigger on that last piece. I didn't stay focused. I should have told the lady, thank you very much, I'll catch you next time, and stayed focused and went and got on that plane. And so while you can give me some credit for being nice and whatever that kind of stuff is, I won the battle and I lost the war. How many times do we do that in our lives? That we win the battle and we lose the war. We rearrange the deck chairs in the Titanic. We're not executing on things that are important in our lives. We go to 3 years of school but don't finish the 4th. We get the job but we don't put our whole effort and energy into it. Our get up and goes got up and went. We're not we got the right to vote. Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Andrew Young, who's here with me here in South Africa, and all the heroes and sheroes who helped to make this possible, NAACP Legal Defense Fund and others. If you're African American, got the right to vote, but we don't vote. How many times in our life have we taken life for granted and assumed because we get close enough that's good enough? It's not good enough. And so I failed to focus and finish what I started, and I failed to execute. So I have a word every year, and just so you know I'm susceptible to screw up myself, I screwed up my own focus on my own word. My word 4 years ago was authenticity. So I'm looking for authentic people engaged in my life. I see a lot of people logging on. Brad, great message. Sandy Jones, glad you're safe. Thank you very much. LaShawn Bradford, good message. Stay focused. Ronald Confer just signed on. Look part of being part of your empowerment. Thank you very much. Sheila Hubbard Young. Could someone turn up the volume, please? I don't know if that's me. That may be on your side. Let me see if you're right. No, maybe you're right. I don't know. But it may be on your side. I can't name all the other people. But I mean, there's a lot of people who are signing on. So thank you very much. So I did not. So I won the authenticity, prize. Okay, that was my word 4 years ago. Then my word was 3 years ago was intentionality. To be intentional about everything that you do. Okay, I was intentional. I decided I was coming to South Africa and going to support my work here with my team here in South Africa. We have offices here supporting Ambassador Young, our global spokesman. Then my word last year was to curate, which is to create the environment that you want for your life and leave out the stuff that's extraneous, that is extra, and focus on the things that are additive to the vision you have for your life. And I started to walk around consciously oblivious to most things. It just doesn't matter if it's not part of my mission, right? Because people will waste your time with all kind of stuff. Okay, so I 75% failed that lesson, right? From last year to curate my own environment. Although, part of that is to curate dignity, and I guess I gave the young lady dignity. And then the fourth part, my word this year is to execute. As Rob McGrew would say, set it up and then pay it off. That's one of my best friends. It is my best friend. Set it up and pay it off. I set it up, but I didn't pay it off. How many times in our life do we set up success, but we don't pay it off? How many times in our life do we let our kids set up success in their lives, but we watch them not pay it off and we don't discipline them properly because we want to become their friends and not their parents, right? So I'm coming to you telling you I screwed up today, okay? I blew it, right? On my own philosophy of executing on what's important to me and focus. How many times you get a business card from somebody and you never write them a note? Whenever I get a business card, if I meet you, you'll get a note from me within a couple of days, maybe within a couple hours, because tomorrow never comes. Oh, I'll write them tomorrow. I'll write them a personal note tomorrow. Go to your desk and you'll see a whole stack of business cards from the last 10 years that you didn't follow up with people. But we're going out looking for new customers. We're looking for new opportunities. We're looking for new jobs with new people. But you've met all these people in your life already who've already said they want to curate you in their life. They want you part of their posse. But you didn't follow up. Sometimes I used to not follow up. But it makes no sense to go out looking for new stuff with people who don't know you, don't care about you, don't have any relationship with you, and you haven't taken care of the stuff that is already invested in you. Okay, Ambassador Andrew Young, Carolyn, they're already waiting for me. They're invested in me. They're like, where is he coming? Here I am investing in somebody completely new I don't know who's just trying to get a customer, maybe they're trying to be an ambassador for the country, I don't know, but they could have done it with somebody other than me. They didn't need me. I overvalued my own value to that person, and I screwed up my plan. I won the battle and I lost the war. I got here safely. It's all good. All right, it's a high-class problem. But it will also show you I'm not afraid to bear witness to my screw-ups. That's me too. I think that rainbows only follow storms. You cannot have a rainbow without a storm first. I think that loss creates leaders. I think that you can't grow without legitimate suffering. And I think that we can stand up in front of a crowd and say, I screwed up to the world. I know probably 20,000 people will watch this video, so I don't care. I think that's when you're truly free. So I'm free in South Africa. I'm going to do another piece in a minute after I take care of some business on what the one thing Africa needs more than anything, and that'll be my contributions for the day. 250,000 viewers so far on this new channel. I hope you're enjoying it. Tell all your friends about it. You got us to 5,000 likes on the public figure page, so thank you for that. And this is starting a whole series about civil rights and about a new movement in the suites and not just in the streets. One about what you're for, not what you're against. You can get the book, How the Poor Can Save Capitalism, or Love Leadership from my philosophy. You can volunteer at Operation Hope, which is my philanthropy. You can follow me at johnhopebryan.com or the other social media. Peace out. I saw all the notes, and I will respond to each and every one of them. Thank you all who signed up. Tanya, who just signed up, yay, I made the live broadcast. Thanks, John. I think Tanya was trying for a while. Finally made it. LaShawn signed up. I need to write someone I met 2 weeks ago. Boom.